of getting out. That'll make them prepare well and do well.
Well, you can see the huddle happening, the crowd is erupting, and it's time to go upstairs and join our first commentators as the third T20I is about to begin.
Thanks, Roshan. Thanks, Samir. Here we are with the third and final, and finally in action. The third T20 of this three-match series. As you already know, that Pakistan won the toss. They decided to once again put Sri Lanka in. It's 12 overs a side game, so it's going to be tricky. What kind of total is going to be good? And it's going to be fun. It will be fun to watch with the two openers. Pathum Nissanka, of course, he's been in sublime form throughout 2025. Shadab, the player of the match from the first game, and the captain of Pakistan. Now, one thing that just goes in the back of my mind, 12 overs aside, it's going to be high intensity action, John. And also you got to be careful with not injuring yourself. The World Cup is right around the corner. It's for both the sides. So yes, action is here, and so is the crowd. They've been waiting patiently. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Here we have his partner out there, Kamil Mishara, with Pathum Nissanka. John, what kind of score would you be looking at? 12 overs.
Well, they've been inserted once again as they were in the first T20, and they didn't really respond well in that power play to start, and they're going to need to be vastly improved for tonight's encounter. Naseem Shah, who's in picture here, has been brought into the side for today. So extra pace, no doubt about it, but there was some swing on offer early on for the Pakistan fast bowlers, and they bowled particularly well, I thought, as well as the leg spinners. They were excellent. So they set the standard in that first T20, and Sri Lanka, they're going to want to improve massively on their last batting performance heading into, as you know, the World Cup, as you've mentioned already. So this is a big game here. They need to lay down a marker and start well.
Both the teams have made two changes for this match. Ishan Malinga and Matisha Patirana into the 11. For Pakistan, Naseem Shah, and debutant Khwaja Nafe comes in, who's got the keeper's gloves on. All set and ready. Third T20 international.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Let's play. Naseem Shah in action, 12 overs aside. And off the mark is Sri Lanka with that single. You just come up with that, you program your mind as a batter. Wet provided, nicely played. Oh, it's gone through. That's what I'm talking about. The outfield is going to test you. You got to be careful as a fielder out there, and surely you can't blame him. He's just slided and went over the ball. My word, that was close.
First boundary for Sri Lanka. Flew off the bat through that backward point region. Got to the fielder quickly and it rushed him. Bit of swing. Right out the middle of the bat. Really used the pace of the bowler cleverly. Look in the deep here. This made a total mess of that. Overran it and then fell over.
Oh, inside edge. He'll take that. He'll go to the boundary. Didn't get that desired bounce that Kamil Mishara was hoping for, but his under edge has worked.
Unlucky. That was a good delivery, good pace. Once again, trying to get it square of the wicket. Fortunate to survive it, just going past the stumps, down for 4. So a couple of boundaries to start. Sri Lanka, they're away. Clearing that front leg. Get a free swing of the arms and a boundary. Not where he was hoping, but 4 nonetheless.
Oh, he's picked that up. It was Yorker led. Chance here for Pakistan. Fahim Ashraf takes it.
Good piece of bowling. Just chipped it up in the air. And it fell tamely to the man, a deep square leg, and he'll be disappointed. Nissanka. Very tame dismissal in the end, but a change of pace, cleverly deceiving him. Only fielder out on the leg side, he's picked him out. Fahim has made a good comeback after slipping in the very first. And he's taken the catch. So he's come back well as Ashraf in the deep with his fielding. Masaka's gone for one.
High in the air. It'll go just over that fielder at mid-on. And in fact, all the way, just looked like for a moment, he's got more height. Wow. He looks to play in that way, Kamal Mishara. Once he gets that right, this is what you get as a result.
Oh, he started off brightly. A couple of boundaries in the first over. He's followed up with another one. Powerful strike. Over long on, and the ball might be a bit wet after that one.
It's gone so hard at it. He's put everything behind that shot. He's almost jammed that ball into the back of his leg. Another slower one, but he gets it through. Another boundary here. Kamal Mishara, he's got a mood on. That's the third time he's cleared that boundary. 2 boundaries and a 6 to his name.
Crowd absolutely loving it. Good variation, slower ball from Wazim. Bisecting those 2 fielders up, third man up, backward point up, and that's found the gap very strong in that backward point region.
Yeah, there's a sound, is it? Yeah, a delayed decision, but the bowler was pretty sure that he's got his man. And once again, has it been the slower one that has worked? Because where Khwaja Nafi collected that just suggests that he took the pace off again.
He knows his nick carried to the keeper as well. And disappointing. Got them off to such a bright start. Front clearing out the way and a fine little brush of that outside edge, carrying comfortably to the keeper. He hung around for a while, did Mishara, but the finger came up and he's got to go. He's gone for 20 off 7. He's on his way, Mishara.
Oh, nicely done. You've got to watch the shot in the replay again. How he's picked it up. He's whacked it in front of square. Wow. It just tells you the class of the man.
Interesting technique for this pull shot. It wasn't fully horizontal bat. It wasn't the shortest delivery. Going cross seam. Not really that short, and he's really hit that cleanly. He'll be pretty upset about that. He'll think it's not the worst delivery I've ever bowled, and I've been smashed through mid-wicket.
And fast hands on that. Just whipped it. Oh, nicely done. Well, this guy, slow bouncer. He's picked that up. There's a sound for catch. It'll be way far away from that square leg fielder. 1 bounce into the fence. 2nd boundary in the over.
The roar in the crowd tell you all about that one. Middle of the bat, we've seen a shot similar of nature earlier on. Slow ball again. Almost hitting it like a topspin forehand cross court. In front of square, really clipped that cleanly. Another boundary for him, so he's got off to a great start here, Dhananjaya.
This over, already gone for 10 runs, 1 ball to go. Now this ball will get heavier because it goes onto those covers, a very wet zone out there, anywhere around the ground, outside the boundary. You have to really use those towels to try and clean it and dry it out. He's appealing, but the umpire says, no, it's a wide. trying his luck, you should say, with that appeal to avoid that wide.
The sands of time there. The bowlers have gone black.
He got going as yet. Goes over the top. Is it safe? I think it is. One bounce for 4. That's the game plan, and Dhananjay De Silva is executing it well.
He was assured that the ball is not going to turn away from the bat, and that's why he opted to hit the ball over mid-wicket. Was in the zone and executed the stroke to perfection on that occasion. Dhananjay bringing a bit of pressure on Abrar.
This time through the offside. More runs here. Back-to-back boundaries. Dhananjay De Silva turning it on.
You know, he psyched out the bowler. He knew the bowler is going to compensate for the fuller length he bowled with the previous delivery, and he set himself to play a square cut, was in position, and he bounced once again in this over. Successive boundaries for Dhananjay.
Very, very good start. Last ball for the power play. 3.4 overs. Pakistan will have a bit of breathing space after that. 2 men outside the circle. And into the gap. He'll be happy with a single. So the power play, 3 left arm round. Goes high. Should be taken at long off, I think. Yes. Quite an easy chance. A soft dismissal. And it is Dhananjay De Silva who goes.
And Nawaz getting a bit of grip off the surface, and that's why there was no timing behind that stroke. In fact, he was looking to hit the ball over extra cover. A bit of turn as well. Hands no control. But the fielder was in control. Watched the ball disappearing in his hands. And he has come to the fore. Nawaz with the first delivery he bowled in his first over, and it's Dhananjay who's walking back after 22. It's 50 spinners efficiently. Wasn't gathered properly by the wicketkeeper on his debut, and he has leaked a boundary. It should relieve the pressure. It's 62 for 3 Sri Lanka.
Come from everywhere. That's high. Mid-wicket gets underneath it. Oh, puts it down. It's gone for 4. Fahim Ashraf.
Didn't quite look comfortable. We saw it from our view upstairs here. It looked like he went in too far. Then he had to start backpedaling. And then what happens to in your mind as a fielder, you start thinking, how far am I away from the boundary rope? And that should have been held. He held one earlier on, a deep square leg. The first wicket to go was caught Fahim Ashraf, and now he's put it down again. So massively disappointing, and salt in the wound as well, going for 4.
It's hit him on his face. Oh, yeah. He's lost his balance there, Fahim Ashraf. 8 off the over. Mendes gets a life. Goes again. He gets it. He gets it for 6.
He's gone. That's a big over. 14 off it. 76 for 3.
More runs. You need that cushion. For a change, he's picked the wrong end. I was talking about the crowd, John, during the rain break or the delay. Just wandered around and spoke to a few. Oh, was that an edge? I just thought. Down the ground, that should be 4. Kusal Mendes is finding his timing.
Magnificent stroke to end the over. 9 off at 85 for 3.
High, hit well, hit for 6. That is an outstanding shot from Asalanka.
That is power on another level. get some width, Wasim. And he needs to not offer up as much width as he did here. But that was carved a long way over extra cover. And that was a hugely powerful stroke off the back foot as well.
That's the slower one. It sits in the pitch. Got a good base in Asalanka. Boundaries brought in ever so slightly from the previous game, I got to say. And that's to do with the amount of rain we have had and action. Lovely shot. 6 more. Hundreds on the board.
Training maximums here. This over, Wasim is being put to the sword here. 15 off the over. Still 2 balls to go. Both shots over extra cover. One for the left hand, and this time the right hander, Mendes. That is a glorious stroke all the way for 6.
They'll need all these runs, Sri Lanka, because it's challenging conditions for bowlers. Wet ball. Slide on. This time, deep extra cover. Comes in. And they hang on. So Mendes is gone.
Slow delivery, wide of the crease. He really had to reach for it. So a clever piece of bowling, brave bowling as well. He got hit over extra cover for 6. And he followed up there with a fuller, wider, slow delivery. Didn't time it. Mendes has played a wonderful hand. And this is how he went. Well judged in the deep. Usman. Normally a wicket keeper. Safe hands in the outfield, and Wasim's got his man. The dangerous Mendes has gone for well played, 30 of 16. Sri Lanka 100.
Ashraf now goes down to long on. Chance, and he's taken a wicket on his very first ball. Nawaz takes the catch. Asalanka goes.
Well, they're striking at vital times, Pakistan. And Asalanka was the set batter. 21 of 13, striking at 161. And that's cleverly bowled. Pace off. Look at how wide he goes and full. And he knew straight away that he lost timing on it. Found the fielder. Good catch. Very, very good catch. He slid as he took it. But the important thing from a Pakistan point of view is this wicket. Asalanka goes for 21. Sri Lanka in the 10th over.
Daewoo Battery.
Straight away off the mark with the boundary, Janit Lianage. So they don't want to wait, and why should they? It's just a 12 overs a side game. Grab any opportunity coming your way.
He's been outstanding, even in that first game. Loved the way he batted. Made his debut as a T20I cricketer and back in the side again. Just look at this shot. Picks the length, so important as a batter. And then finds the gap, pays on that time. This outfield gives a lot of value when it's in the gap and Lianage gets off the mark. Anaka 2 of 1 ball, Lianage 5 of 2. They got 2 overs after this, so they got 15 legal deliveries.
Once again, very wide outside off. Has it cleared? Yes, it has. Maximum from the captain.
This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is Dasun Shanaka's role. And this is the role he's expected to play, particularly in a shortened format. Power hitter, packs a punch, width on offer. Well, it could be pace off, doesn't matter. The length was right. And with the distance into the night sky. Very good shot.
And again, this time flatter. This time flatter. What a shot. Even better than the first one.
Well, it's the wrong length. Shanaka loves it. Loves that area. Paim Ashraf, the previous one was pace on. This is pace off. But just look at the length. This is perfect. That's his area. Loves to go over long off. Over the bowler, over extra cover. And Well, no holding back. He's galloped to 14 off 3.
I tell you what, you need a lot of power to hit those. The ball was 115 kilometers only. The first ball was 114 kilometers. This time just dragging the length a bit and will easily come back for 2. That completes 10 overs of Sri Lanka innings.